Shalom and welcome. Welcome to Endtime Reflections. This is the 19th installment of this podcast series. My name is Symmanayah, and if you're tuning in for the first time, these are the words I'm compelled to present before an awakening nation. Yashar'al. Both Hebrews and Gentiles who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father made one by Yahusha. But before I continue in this segment, let me say this, that the views expressed in these podcasts do not necessarily reflect the owner's management and or its shareholders. I present to you, O Yashar'al, mature rewards and responsibility. It is something that goes neglected in one's joy of receiving rewards. My brothers and sisters, believe it or not, all that we do comes with benefits or consequences that can be defined as rewards. Now you may ask yourself, what are mature rewards and responsibilities? I submit to you rewards will be different based on how mature one is or is not. What one may give a child will be to reward him or her would be different than what is given a teenager or an adult. Let me bring to your attention the following, my brothers and sisters. Luke 12:48. It reads, "But he who did not know, yet did what deserved flogging, shall be beaten with few. And everyone to whom much is given, from him much shall be demanded. And to whom much has been entrusted, from him much more shall be asked." I say again, mature rewards and responsibilities. You see, my brothers and sisters, all too often we get rewarded, and people want to praise the Almighty Father. People want to praise and just rejoice and get so caught up, they look for the next reward instead of asking, what are the responsibilities that come with that reward? What will I be held accountable for as a result of being a recipient of the reward, getting that reward? Ecclesiastes 1:17 and 18 says, "And I set my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I know that this too is feeding on wind. For in much wisdom," and if I was to say in much reward, because wisdom is a reward, "is much grief." Something occurred as one increased in wisdom, there is grief. And he said, "And he who increases in knowledge increases in suffering." You got the reward of knowledge. The responsibilities that it brings brought suffering. Matthew 25:28 and 29 says, "Therefore take away the talent from him and give it to him who possesses 10 talents. For to everyone who possesses, more shall be given, and he shall be overflowingly. But from him who does not possess, even what he possessed shall be taken away." Yashar'al, this set-apart life is real, is serious. We must recognize that it requires work, it requires actions, it requires interacting one with another. It, believe it or not, requires us to be as iron sharpens iron. As we mature and discern what is instructed or ordered by Abba Yahuah's Spirit working in us, there seem to be distractions that come. Yes, there are those among us who may be envious of what the Spirit of Yahuah has given you or directed you to do regarding end-time tasks. There are those who will try to run from tasks assigned, like Yonah did, who fled before he humbled himself and gave in and became obedient to the Almighty Father. And there are those who have yet to discover what the Almighty Father Yahuah is refining them or preparing them to take on. So oftentimes they may hide in communities, camps, fellowships, and groups, moving around as busybodies, trying to disregard what they are being equipped and refined and disciplined to do. It would be wise, O Yashar'al, to realize how mature rewards come with responsibilities. It would be wise to recognize, though we receive these rewards, mature rewards require more work, and thus they come with responsibilities. Such responsibilities demand that we press forward and focus on each and every moment looking for the living instructions from the Almighty Father to quicken and stir our spirits, such that we command these earthen vessels to walk in set apartness. Remember, before just sitting back and enjoying your reward, consider what responsibilities come with that reward. Let me read the following, considering this as a word of caution. Be mindful, O Yashar'al. In Luke 9:62 it says, but Yahusha said to him, no one having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the reign of the Almighty One. End times are here, my brothers and sisters. They will get very intense. And when we recognize that a sense of urgency is needed, we will see ultimately that it demands actions. It requires us to move. There's so much to be done. There's no time to be sitting back and just basking in the rewards. Consider this, my brothers and sisters. Would you consider the rewards of a mature tree, its fruit? And does it produce fruit and it stop there? No, there is much work to occur. The fruit is eaten, the seeds are harvested, planted for more fruit. The fruit that is eaten is used for energy, for life. It's an ongoing cycle. Does life stop with just the fruit? No. Just as we receive rewards from the Almighty Father, that doesn't mean we stop and pat ourselves on the back. It doesn't mean we just shout hallelujah and relax. My brothers and sisters, we must remember that the life that the Almighty Father gives is everlasting. There's everlasting work, worship, and service to Him that is required. Let me read John 4:13 and 14. O Yashar'al. Yahusha answered and said to her, everyone drinking of this water shall thirst again. But whoever drinks of the water I give him shall certainly never thirst, and the water that I give him shall become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. My brothers and sisters, again, there's work to be done. I am not suggesting that we avoid rejoicing in the rewards from Abba Yahuah. I am merely suggesting that time is of the importance during these last days, which mean there is much work to be done. Going forward, let us not neglect the responsibilities that come with the rewards. You might say, what is he talking about? I don't want to know about that. Make no mistake, O Yashar'al, the instructions from the Almighty Father will come to be. Consider Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without belief it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to the Almighty One has to believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him. So do you think he's just giving you a reward because you earnestly seek him and then it stops? No, my brothers and sisters, we are instructed to walk filled with the Spirit and to press forward in obedience and worship to Abba Yahuah. Let me also read Proverbs 25:22. It says, for ye are heaping coals of fire. For you are heaping coals of fire on his head, and Yahuah rewards you. Again, do you think these rewards come without actions required, without responsibility? My brothers and sisters, as we receive our rewards, there will be the ultimate rewards on resurrection, on judgment day. But there is so much ahead of us, O Yashar'al. Believe it or not, there's more ahead of us than behind us. Colossians 4:5 say, walk in wisdom toward those who are outside, redeeming the time. You see, my brothers and sisters, as we mature, it is necessary that we recognize growth requires us to accept responsibilities. And as we grow and mature, there will be rewards of many different types. There will be a final exodus, my brothers and sisters. Who among us have begun to realize there are details and processes for gathering a great multitude? Sure, rewards will come as this gathering takes place. Who among us realize that the days are being shortened and end times are being proven? Believe it or not, the days shortened will prove to exist. as many people begin to move from one time zone to the next. Who is able to discern if you're moving from the west coast of the Western Hemisphere, say, i.e. California, to New York, you lose 3 hours. If you're moving from New York to the Promised Land, 7 to 8 hours. The days are shortened. The direction in which people will begin to move and migrate will prove to demonstrate the days are being shortened as end time conditions ramp up, as widespread destruction and death ramp up. Who is aware of the life in Matthew 24:22, where Yahusha is being quoted? And if those days were not shortened, no flesh will be saved. But for the sake of the chosen one, those days shall be shortened. And you may ask, what does this have to do with mature rewards? My brothers and sisters, it's about time. It's about how we manage and recognize the rewards. It's about letting people know the presence of Yahuah is with us and among us. But it's also about knowing that there are responsibilities that come with these rewards. Time is running out, and a sense of urgency, a sense of duty, will swell in the midst of many rewards that we receive. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, it is healthy to know that we receive rewards. It acknowledges the presence of the Almighty Father. It energizes and stirs us and encourages us to press forward. But it is also critical to discern, what do we do with these rewards? What responsibilities? How shall we act? Do we become sluggards or do we become good stewards? I believe I've said enough on this subject for now, my brothers and sisters. Remember, 144,000 Hebrews, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Yashar'al, and a great multitude are yet to be identified. There is work ahead of us. The days are being shortened. We will receive rewards, rewards that come with responsibilities, rewards that causes us to share and make known to others, to encourage others, to seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, to press in obedience and worship to Him. Make no mistake, my brothers and sisters. Each of us will discover that we are tasked to do things that are relevant to building up the set-apart awakening nation of Yashar'al. These are the days to put away the milk and come on meat. These are the days to put the child things behind and be a man or be a woman, but be an obedient servant to the Almighty Father. Behold, O set-apart nation, our redemption draws near. It is nearer than we can imagine. It comes with mature rewards and responsibilities to produce more actions for binding a set-apart awakening nation together. What say you, O Yashar'al? Let us not ignore the task ahead, and let us press into the bosom of the Almighty Father. On that note, my brother, my sister, I pray that your day has started or is going well. I pray for your good health and strength. I pray that each of us grows in wisdom and recognize the presence of the voice of the Spirit of Yahuah sent in Yahusha's name, revealing things to us that strengthen us and bind us together. I pray for you. Yes, you, O listener, for these words found your ears for a reason. Until next time, there is much more to come. Shalom.